Hello, this video is about my service project, and basically for my service project over the Thanksgiving break, I actually went home back to near Chicago, Bellwood or whatever. It's near Chicago. Um, and there's an elementary school on the corner of my house, and the school's name is McKinley Elementary School. And I went there and I had to ask for permission to do some volunteer work. And what they had me do was they made me go into volunteer with a kindergarten class. Now, I'm not too much of a big fan of children, but whatever. You know, I have to do it. So, yeah, so there's kindergarten class, and the first thing, like, was all of the noise. Kids are very loud, and, they talk a lot, and they whine a lot, and they cry a lot, or whatever. So, and the one type of noise it was a lot of was physical noise. And I noticed that was because, kids had boogers and snot and everything. And a good one was that I noticed was something out of the norm. Out of the norm was this kid eating boogers. And like, he was just sitting there picking his boogers, and it was like long boogers, and he would eat it. I don't know what this kid's name was, I forgot it, but he was disgusting, and I'm not even gonna say his race, but he wasn't my color. And he wasn't the wall behind me. He was more of the door behind me. But anyway, whatever. Then there came this set of twins. I didn't even know they put twins in the same class. Well, I guess because it's kindergarten, it's okay. But these set of twins were always considering themselves as two. And like that they were one person, like both of those two people were one person. And I noticed that I remember that from class about dyads, I don't know, but dyadic consciousness was when they kept saying we want to do this, or we don't like that, or da da da. And then dyadic correlation was they were working together. I remember they were coloring, like they had one piece of paper. And they were like coloring on the same piece of paper. I'm like, gosh, get your own paper, be your own person. But they're kids, so I left them alone. What else? Oh, sorry, it's my phone. But then it was this little boy, and I forgot what he told me. No, I know what he told me, but I forgot what I had told him to do. And he told me, like, you can't tell me what to do. Who are you? And I said, whoa, little kid, you know who I am? I'm the boss, okay? I'm the boss. And then that made me think about self-concept. Like, who do I consider myself to be? And I consider myself to be the boss because, for number one, I'm older than you. Number two, I could tell you what to do. So, and then I said to myself, like, whoa, he just busted my ego. Ego buster. Ego buster, because he told me, who am I? Like, I'm nobody important. Basically, it's what he told me, like, I'm nobody important, that I don't have to do anything you tell me because you're not my mama. Well, guess what? Today in this class, I am your mama. You got that? So you go do what I say. I don't know what I told him to do. But then, I do remember this little angel kid His name was Joseph, and I was calling him Joey because, you know, I go by the name Joey, so I just gave this kid the name Joey. So I told this kid, you know, I didn't tell this kid, but whatever. He was the sweetest little angel when I got there, and then by the end of the time that I was gone, he turned into the devil. Like, I don't know. And when I was perceiving him to be an angel, that was basically giving him the title of, you know, the halo effect. Ding, halo effect. And yeah, he was nowhere near the angel, but he was sweet at first. Like, when I first met him, I was like, gosh, you're the cutest little kid, and you're so nice, and you dress so clean, and he didn't have any stains on his shirt or nothing. Clean little kid, awesome. But he was the devil. By the time I left, he was just throwing tantrums, tearing up other people's papers. You know what? This is kindergarten, okay? You are overdoing your part. That's the behavior of like second graders, all right? You're way ahead of everybody, of the bad scale. Like, I don't know, it's like a bad scale for kids, and he was like, the kindergarteners were in like right here, and like he was like on this bad scale, but whatever. Also, I showed a little bit of sympathy for a little girl that was crying. I forgot her name. I don't know. I can't even think of her name, but she was crying about something about, wait, oh, she lost her ribbon. You lost a ribbon and you're crying? Like, what's so good about this ribbon? Whatever, like, this ribbon could not have been it didn't have diamonds on it, all right? Why are you crying about a stupid ribbon? And I had a little sympathy for her at first, but then I thought about it like, I don't even like kids that much, so I'm just gonna back off on my sympathy spreading for my feelings or whatever. And I didn't care. And then when I left, at the end of my time there, I was only there for like 4 hours. That was it. Yeah, for like 4 hours, but still it counts, you know. So before I left, I did read a story to the class, and it was something about a pumpkin patch. I don't know, like October is over. This is clearly November. It's gonna be Thanksgiving. Like, why am I reading a pumpkin patch story to you guys? Whatever, I should have been reading a turkey story or something, but they told me to read this pumpkin patch story, and I read it. And to me, it sucked. The story sucked, and these kids weren't even listening to it. They were like playing among themselves and like whispering and touching each other and putting boogers on each other. Like, seriously, kids, don't touch me. I'm just gonna read the story, get my time over, and I'm gonna get out of here. And that's what I did for my service project. Bye.